when you think about the great point guards and post players that our game, not just our league, but our game has seen, they are going to go down in history.
The Indiana Fever is entering a promising new chapter, driven by the appointment of Stephanie White as head coach and the dynamic emergence of Caitlin Clark, already one of the WNBA's most thrilling talents. This fresh start brings renewed energy and optimism, as White's leadership and Clark's exceptional skill set the stage for an exciting future for the Fever.
Stephanie White has officially landed in Indiana. She has just finished her first press conference as the new Indiana head coach, even did a little photo shoot with some of the girlies. I mean, this future is bright with Indiana. They're going to be coming out hot. Now, granted, some of them are playing overseas right now, so the whole team couldn't be there, but
the Fever has long shown potential, but hasn't found consistent success in recent seasons. With Stephanie White now at the helm, there's a renewed sense of purpose and optimism surrounding the team. Fans, players, and management are united in the belief that White's leadership could be the key to unlocking a championship future, inspiring hope that the Fever's next chapter could bring them closer to their ultimate goal.
The kind of stuff that's happening and has been happening over the last few months is because of Caitlin Clark.
Stephanie White's arrival comes with a clear mission: to shape the Fever into a championship-level team. It's an ambitious goal in the fiercely competitive WNBA, but White isn't one to back down from a challenge. She sees immense potential in the Fever, especially with Caitlin Clark, a player often hailed as a generational talent, at the forefront. Clark's remarkable skills led the team to the playoffs last season, proving she can elevate the Fever to new heights. However, White understands that a championship requires more than individual brilliance. Her vision is to channel Clark's talent into a cohesive team dynamic, creating a balanced and resilient roster with the ultimate goal of delivering a championship title to the Fever.
Have you spoken, I'm curious, to Caitlin, and what was that conversation, if you can share any of that?
Yeah, I spoke with Caitlin last night, and I think just overall excitement. You know, I have been watching Caitlin play since she was an 8th grader, when I was coaching at the college realm and covering her games in college, and just an exciting time for me. Very excited to be working with her and this young team.
This season promises to be one of the most thrilling in recent memory for Indiana Fever fans. With Stephanie White's strategic vision and Caitlin Clark's exceptional talent, there's renewed hope that the Fever can make a serious run for the championship. However, the path won't be easy. Can White develop a system that lets Clark shine without overwhelming her? Can the team build a strong supporting cast to back her up in critical moments? These are the questions fueling anticipation as the 2025 season approaches, with fans eager to see if the Fever truly has what it takes to go all the way.
As much as you just embrace it, embrace where we are. Think about the momentum moving forward, where we wanted this league to be and where we still aspire for it to go. And just embrace this moment, embrace this opportunity, continue to help this team, this franchise be better, position ourselves for success.
Stephanie White brings a coaching style that balances support with high expectations, aiming to help her players reach their peak potential while valuing their personal growth. As a former WNBA player, White understands firsthand the intense demands of competing at this level, both physically and mentally. This unique insight allows her to connect with her players in a way few coaches can. She knows when to push them to excel and when to ease back, building a relationship grounded in respect, hard work, and an unyielding drive to win. White's vision for Caitlin Clark extends far beyond enhancing her impressive stats. She sees Clark as the foundation for the Fever's future, a player who can lead and inspire her teammates through example. Clark's already a standout in the league, known for her explosive scoring, deep shooting range, and sharp playmaking. But White sees even more potential. With her guidance, Clark can grow into a more versatile player by strengthening her defense, refining her shot selection, and honing her game management, a depth that previous coach Christy Sides couldn't fully tap. White is committed to unlocking every facet of Clark's game, ensuring she not only elevates her own play, but also transforms the Fever into a more cohesive and formidable team.
Y'all, it just keeps getting messier. Of course, by now, you know the Indiana Fever fired Christy Sides. And after the firing was completed, Christy Sides said this. She said, "Leave it better than you found it with a peace sign." don't know what's going on with the Indiana Fever, but things are definitely sour. This is the most WNBA offseason drama I have ever witnessed. But for a coach to say this instead of saying thanks to the Indiana Fever, thanks to my team, thanks to my coaches, yada yada yada, lets me know that the Indiana Fever has some things going on. Whoever takes over this head coaching job, good luck.
To empower Stephanie White's vision, the Indiana Fever made bold changes, including parting ways with former head coach Christy Sides and general manager Lynn Dunn. This wasn't an easy decision, as both Sides and Dunn had made valuable contributions to the organization. However, the Fever's leadership recognized that to elevate the team to championship level, a fresh start was necessary. Christy Sides had been deeply committed to the Fever, but she encountered hurdles that limited her success, especially in her in-game decision-making. In the WNBA's fast-paced environment, a coach's ability to make real-time adjustments, call the right plays, and manage player rotations can be game changers. Unfortunately, Sides struggled with these dynamics, which led to missed opportunities and narrow losses that held the Fever back. As general manager, Lynn Dunn was responsible for roster construction and strategic direction. Known for her deep experience and respect in the basketball world, Dunn brought several skilled players to the team. However, some of her choices didn't fully align with the Fever's vision for building a championship-caliber squad. While individual talents were present, the team lacked the cohesion and depth required to compete against top-tier opponents. Ultimately, Fever management decided a new direction was essential, one that would maximize Caitlin Clark's potential as the team's leader while creating a well-rounded and competitive roster. With White at the helm, the Fever are now looking to bring out the best in Clark and build a balanced team ready for a deep playoff run.
You gotta figure out, like I gave her a rule the other day, she's got 0.5 seconds to make a decision. When she gets off the ball and she hits one of our high posts and somebody in the high post, she has a habit of hanging out and dancing. That's what she's done. It's these habits that we've got to break.
With Stephanie White at the helm, the Indiana Fever are setting their sights on building a more cohesive, focused, and fiercely competitive team. White has a clear vision for the Fever's future, and her leadership is aimed at molding the team into a consistent championship contender. Central to this vision is Caitlin Clark, whose remarkable influence last season went far beyond her impressive stats. She was the team's heart and soul, inspiring teammates and elevating the Fever to new heights. Clark's presence on the court is electrifying. Her energy is infectious, motivating her teammates to raise their game. Known for her bold plays and fearless style, Clark's playmaking ability, especially her quick, precise passing, creates abundant scoring opportunities for her teammates. Her court vision is unmatched, allowing her to anticipate plays before they unfold and set up her teammates in ways few others can. This dynamic is what fans and teammates alike call the Clark effect. The Clark effect was a driving force behind the Fever's playoff push, as her leadership infused confidence across the roster. Her intense play and vocal encouragement lifted the spirits of everyone around her, from her teammates to the coaching staff. Clark's leadership inspired her team to play with heightened energy, commitment, and resilience. Under White's guidance, the Fever now look to harness this energy, turning Clark's brilliance into a unified team effort that can push them deeper into the playoffs and ultimately toward a championship.
The Caitlin Clark effect is definitely real. I mean, we can all see that. However, experiencing it in person is totally different. The amount of 22s that I saw on the way to the arena and inside the Capital One Arena might as well have just been a home game for Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark is much more than a remarkable player. She's a natural leader who consistently demonstrated her ability to inspire, even in tough times. When the Fever faced struggles last season, Clark remained a beacon of positivity, focus, and determination. Her leadership wasn't just seen in her play, but also in her attitude, setting the tone for her teammates. Clark's resilience and relentless work ethic earned her the respect of her peers, with her being the clear anchor of the team. Her ability to stay composed under pressure and lead by example was instrumental in the Fever's turnaround, making her a central figure in the team's hope for the future under Stephanie White's guidance. A key issue for the Fever last season was their inability to close out games effectively. Under Christy Sides, the team often faltered in late-game situations, struggling with critical decisions and necessary adjustments. In the fast-paced world of the WNBA, the ability to adapt is crucial. Coaches must be able to make timely substitutions, adjust strategies, and call plays that give their team the best shot at victory. Unfortunately, sides struggled in this area, often sticking to the same game plan even when it wasn't working, which allowed opponents to exploit the Fever's weaknesses. Additionally, fans took note of the differences in how sides engaged with the players, especially in moments like her heartwarming video to Aaliyah Boston when she won Rookie of the Year. In contrast, Caitlin Clark's leadership style and recognition were more understated, but equally impactful, showing the contrast in emotional connection between the coach and star player.
Aaliyah Boston, you are amazing. Congratulations. What an amazing thing for you and for our franchise, you being Rookie of the Year. Everything you've done for us, you've made us better. You're going to continue to make us better. But congrats. So proud of you. You deserve every bit of that. Just wanted to say congratulations on Rookie of the Year. You've worked extremely hard to get this and to earn this award. Congratulations.
One of the challenges under Christie Sides was managing Caitlin Clark's playing time. While Clark's talent is undeniable, she's still human and needs rest to maintain peak performance, both physically and mentally. Sides often relied too heavily on Clark, keeping her on the court for long stretches, which led to fatigue and diminished performance. By the end of many games, Clark appeared exhausted, and her shooting and decision-making suffered. This over-reliance on Clark not only increased the risk of injury, but also made it harder for the team to stay consistent in their play. Stephanie White brings a fresh perspective, emphasizing balance and player management. She understands that for Clark to perform at her best, she needs adequate rest throughout the season. White plans to create a more well-rounded system where every player has a defined role, reducing the burden on Clark. By managing Clark's minutes more effectively, White aims to keep her fresh, ensuring she remains strong through the entire season, including the playoffs. This strategy also focuses on teamwork, ensuring that every player understands their contribution to the team's success. Under White's leadership, the Fever are positioned to be a more balanced and cohesive team, with Clark at her best when it matters most.
When I'm, looking at all these things that people are talking about with Caitlin Clark, it's like, guys, chill out. Like, she's gonna be fine. Like, it's 2 games in. Are you kidding me? She's a student of the game. She got better every year. You're not going to just absorb all of the new information that's coming at you in 2 games, in 2 weeks. It takes time. And she will. I have no doubt about it. She's a student of the game. She continues to get better. And these are also points that coaches then address. Hey, let's continue to work on this. But it's really hard to work on some of those things in season. So this might be an off-season thing, right? Let's continue to play to our strengths. Let's find different ways to get the ball to our players. And then when we get time in the off-season, then we'll work on that next step or that next level.
The combination of Stephanie White's coaching expertise and Caitlin Clark's extraordinary talent has sparked a wave of optimism among Indiana Fever fans. There's a strong belief that White's strategies will help Clark reach her full potential, and fans are eager to see how the two will work together. This partnership has the makings of one of the most dynamic duos in the league, with White providing the leadership and Clark delivering the energy and skill needed to succeed. Fans are excited about the possibility that this duo could finally lead the Fever to the long-awaited championship. For Fever fans, winning a championship isn't just a goal, it's a dream that has persisted for years. With White's leadership and Clark's determination, there's a sense that this season could be the one where everything comes together. The Fever now have a legitimate shot at making history, and the fan base is ready to support them every step of the way. Whether it's through attending games, cheering from home, or keeping up with every update, the Fever faithful are united in their hope that this is the year their team brings home the championship they've been waiting for.
And leave it better than you found it, which was also kind of cryptic. Christie Sides isn't really too active on social media, so this was a rare post from her. But maybe she was blindsided by this news. Maybe she thought that she would be returning.
At the heart of this transformation is Caitlin Clark, the young star who has already proven her immense value on the court. For fans, Clark is the driving force behind the Fever, an athlete who not only produces standout stats, but also inspires her teammates. Her intensity, relentless energy, and ability to elevate those around her make her the foundation of the team's strategy. With Stephanie White's guidance, Clark has the chance to elevate her game even further, refining her leadership and helping her team move closer to their championship goals. The dynamic between White and Clark holds great promise, and this partnership could become one of the most defining in the WNBA, setting the stage for an exciting future for the Fever.
It's an intangible thing, right? Yes, we can say she's a dog. Okay, there's been other dogs. Okay, she's a great shooter. There's been other great shooters. She has it. She's got the thing. We can't assign it.
The Fever's journey to a championship, however, won't be easy. The WNBA is a league filled with talented teams, seasoned coaches, and elite players, all of whom have their own dreams of lifting the championship trophy. The Fever will need to bring their best game every night, to outsmart and outplay formidable opponents, and to build a level of resilience that can carry them through the toughest moments of the season. Beyond the on-court strategy, White and Clark will also need to cultivate a strong sense of unity within the team. Championships aren't won by individuals. They're won by cohesive teams where every player understands their role and feels valued. White's goal is to create a culture where each player feels invested in the team's success, where the focus isn't just on individual achievements, but on collective growth.
So she seems pretty pumped. And no shade to Christy Sides, or is it? The Indiana Fever players seemed pretty pumped too. 4 out of 5 of the Indiana Fever starters have posted to their Instagram welcoming Stephanie White to the Fever, with the exception of Kelsey Mitchell, who is playing in China and still has not signed with the Fever for next season yet. We have Caitlin Clark posting, Lexi Hull posting, Aaliyah Boston, and not surprisingly, Melissa Smith. She even added a song, Lucky, which leads me to wonder what the future for Melissa Smith is with the Indiana Fever. Her brother, Rodney Smith, who is a very vocal voice on Twitter, and very obviously pretty anti-Christy Sides for the majority of the season, he went on Twitter and posted Stephanie White interviewing Melissa Smith in her college days, showing his support for the move. So who knows, was the problem really Sides after all?
For Fever fans, this season represents a renewed sense of hope and excitement. These fans have been with the team through the highs and lows, supporting them with unwavering loyalty even when the odds seemed stacked against them. Now, they have something truly special to look forward to, a team with a promising new coach, a star player with the potential to be one of the best in the league, and a commitment to excellence that is palpable. The Fever fan base is eager to see how White's strategies and Clark's leadership will unfold on the court. They're ready to cheer on their team, to celebrate every victory, and to stand by them through every challenge. For these fans, the journey is just as important as the destination, and they're thrilled to be part of it.
This team is literally 3 players away. They need a center, a forward, and a couple dogs. That's it. They need some Rottweilers, they need one of those. Seriously, the ones that bite the ankles, some chihuahuas.
As the season opener approaches, the anticipation continues to build. The Fever's journey to a championship will require focus, hard work, and perhaps a little bit of luck. But with the pieces now in place, fans and analysts alike are beginning to believe that this could indeed be the season that changes everything. The road ahead may be challenging, but with Stephanie White and Caitlin Clark leading the way, anything feels possible. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.